Welcome to Texas, guys. Let's take you a little bit behind the scenes here today for setup day, and then we'll go through the rest of the weekend. I wanted to show everybody a little bit of what we do and what it takes to put on the production that we have. So thankfully here at Speed Sports Racing Park in Houston, we get a whole lot of extra space. We got Trev and Kyle already on photo and video editing for a lot of the social content that we have. But this is just one part of the operation. So we're still big on setup for the live broadcast. It goes live first thing tomorrow morning. So let's show you a little bit of the setup. We'll pause this intro really quick to show you that there are some good drivers here this weekend, but also some really, really bad golf cart drivers this weekend that don't like our stuff. This is what happens when you let the wrong person drive a golf cart. And it wasn't us. So we didn't mess that up. Anyway, let's go. Alright, next up we have my duplicate, Randy, helping do all the generic setup so far. So this is one of the camera stations we have.
When we get here, we build the entire camera out. Everything is apart. Looks complicated, but it's pretty simple. Then me and Trevor get to work making wire, running extension cords, setting up tents, and then we have what you see here. Along with just getting the camera good to go, we have these extra monitors that we have on the top, and then we actually tape off part of the monitor right here and right here for where like our graphics and our tickers are. That way hopefully the camera guy when he's shooting is only focusing on what he can see and nothing kind of gets blocked by any of the graphics we put on screen. Right. Here we have like a bit of a mix of both the USPKS staff and then us. We have USPKS timing scoring right here with Ali and Leo. Can't do that. Our main announcer Mike. Come back over here. This will be where in a little bit it'll be fully set up for our producer Taylor to be working. So he has kind of a switchboard of buttons that he can kind of play with. We have our master mixing board right over here for audio. We have our announcer cameras not set up, and then we have a few more things that still have to come together. I've still got to figure out how we can tap exactly how we need to into the speaker PA system, which each weekend is a little bit different. For example, at Speed Sports, I get this pretty nice box right here, and then you find a way to kind of get it from the wireless system they have into what we have, and then back out over to their speaker system. So that way, not only do we have our audio for the live stream, but it goes out through all their speakers to the PA. For a mix of that, and you can hear, which is like an FM transmitter. So this way, if you have the radio station tuned to the right channel, which in this case is 107.3 FM, you can hear it in your car, if anything, within about a mile or two radius of the racetrack. So it makes it where at least guys in the pits, if they don't have good cellular data, they can listen to the announcements, see what's going on. But right here is kind of HQ, which again, a little messy. We still have our stuff on the ground. We got boxes around halfway through, roughly. And even back over here, our internet setup and like our master switchboard that has the network that all the cameras connect to on a big wireless mesh network. So that way when they're out on the racetrack any which way, whether they're wired in or with their antenna with their wireless signals, they all kind of come into this box, out of the box, into the computer right next to it, and then over here where Taylor can see everything, which will be set up here in a little bit. Straight face. Wait a minute, there we go, there we go. All right, now we'll bring it back to the center. Do the hips, straight faced. Straight face. Nice, bring it center. Do the fist thing. Show what this guy's got, bro. What the heck? Let me tell you, okay, I was driving, I was white knuckled. I was on a P1 lap. And I went, ah, and broke through it. That's how that happened.
We are making Cat 5 cable. It's not fun. It's a love-hate relationship with Cat 5. It hurts your hands, hurts your brain. But once you get it down, it's the most rewarding thing ever. It's very mundane though. It takes a lot of skill.
Live onboard camera official test. A big thanks to our buddy Connor up in the Midwest who helped kind of pioneer this little project. So what it actually is pieces from an FPV drone from DJI. We've kind of put together along with some stuff he created. And basically, similar, you zoom in really, really tight. This is actually just a GoPro mount for a NASA panel. Or a roll bar of any kind. So fits right in, 1 bolt right through. Pretty rigid, doesn't really move much. And then all that we do to turn it back on is we just connect these two cables right here. Oops. Get that a little better. Connect the cables, then you come around to this side. And then a red light will show right there. And that means it's on. And then it goes to our station upstairs. And in theory, should be fully live. Should go the whole range of the racetrack. Keep up with how fast he's going. See how it works.
Stone, up to 5th.
So far, so good. A little pixelated.
Skeleton
A little weird on the color. It looks so much better here. I don't know what's the...
Jose Daniel Fernandez up to 3rd.
It's just the grid. The metal under the grid is screwing. We lost it. Bring that over by.
Pull it out of here for now. Let's walk outside with it.
Fifth, sixth, and we're going to bump down Helio Mesa to the top of the charts.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
54.95.
For the first time ever, a live onboard camera riding onboard Dalton Haynes here as they head through the infield. And so far, so good on our testing. Big run up the hill, turn 3 to the bumper. Here comes Max Taylor, rear bumper, looking inside, new leader. Taylor goes through, and Haynes you can see on the top of the screen and on down at the bottom right corner.
And it's a neat note about defending, especially in karts when you don't have mirrors. Inside, Levy goes for the lead. Dalton Haynes will cross over to make it.
Miguel Mir ends up in 6th, Jake Fader in 7th, Scott Kopp in 8th, Martin Stone in 9th.
My setup. Okay, so right here we use a Vmix to be able to have all the cameramen. So currently right now we have Dalton, our crazy son of a child over there, trying to make sure we see all the children listen to the rules, because race officials are pissed off at the little hellions. Of course, we have certain buttons that we can set up for, so I use these for cameras, these for songs, tickers, commercial slots if we need to. Excuse me, this one right here is a little bit tricky, because this one is a camera switch for this camera, as well as it used to be for the other interview camera down there by our merch site. Make sure you go check that out if you have a chance. To where we can switch between those two cameras. This microphone here, no, I'm not commentating this race. I'm actually telling our camera crews out there to make sure they go to the right places if they can. It's so fast paced, you have to be able to call it as quickly as possible. That's why you have so many different angles, because not only do I have this 2 to watch, I gotta watch these 3s down here to make sure everything looks decently. So want to just say it's great, and we have 14 seconds left before we go back live for USPKS, so let's rock and roll.
And Simone wants help. He's not gonna get it. Down the inside, Romero with Pettit for first and second as Simone drops into 3rd.
Seeing those kind of moves where they actually just let it happen instead of some of the stuff we saw in the first heat where it was a lot of argy-bargy, hold on to it, not quite giving enough room. Saw the tire touches and things like that. Now maybe the drivers settling down.
Tampa got him advance. You haven't had really the pace that we would have expected from you, where it was on a lineup coming here. You're here, there, in the top 10, right outside. Hey boy, don't put that camera in my face, boy.
Dalton just woke up.
I was sleeping just like this.
He went to bed at 8 a.m. this morning and he just now woke up. He missed the whole stream.
It's rough. Very rough. Internet went out midway through the biggest race of the day, X30 Main. Monitor fell, camera lost. I joke with everybody that once we get going that our weekend never goes bad, and I guess this was the weekend that I was going to get proved wrong on that. So it was downbeat. Pretty much unacceptable for us, but what are you gonna do? We got meetings to fix it, and everybody's pretty pissed off. So yeah, I'm smiling now, but I'm rough end of the day. So now we have the fun part. We just tear it all down and move on to the next one. A lot like a driver. Sometimes you get wrecked. It's just the difference here is you don't get as mad when your engine blows up. Here we can't have a failure like that. That's what it is.
Dre, we want to show them our amazing hacking.
Okay.
Our house on wheels.
Yep.
It's kind of embarrassing. Frat house gets pretty small, but it works for now.
I have a lighter in there. Let's try it.